take your seat and get started. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Gloucester County Institute of Technology Athletic Department, I wish to welcome you to the 2021 Fall Sports Ceremony. My name is Mike Mackler. I'm the proud athletic director here at GCIT. Before we get started, I would like to ask everyone, please rise and we'll do the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Before we begin, just a reminder, if you could please turn off or silence your cell phones, please. We have a lot of people here who are going to be honored. And let's give them our due courtesy. All right. I'd like to recognize a few people here this evening. Before I begin my introduction for the special guests, it's obviously that the administration, the philosophy of our leaders is that athletics is an extension of the classroom. Coaches and I appreciate our support that we receive from our administration. I'd like to recognize our Superintendent, Mr. Dickin, and our Principal, Mr. Dundee. Another person I'd like to recognize, she could not be here tonight, but she's done a great job. She puts our athletes back together and gets them on the field. Our trainer, Miss Sarah Nagel. One last person I'd like to recognize is, she does a lot with this program, the buses, physicals, a lot of things. She works extremely hard. I'm very fortunate to have her as my secretary, Mrs. Betsy McAteer. I'd like to recognize some of our athletes who have made a special contribution to GCIT athletics. Earning 4 varsity letters in one sport is not an easy task. It takes ability, sacrifice, and even a little luck. Tonight, we honor several students who have accomplished that feat. I ask that when I call your name, please come up and receive your award. When I call your name, if you could just line up in front of the podium, please. From boys soccer, Salvatore Daninian. Donian. Sorry, I got you. Right over here. Sal, right over here. Yep. Also from boys soccer, Ryan Lawler. Hey, it's early. Girls volleyball, Kyla Sayson. From girls cross country, Logan Reber. Girls soccer, Micaiah Kroos. Girls soccer, Luca Di Luciandro. And also girls soccer, Ava Knight. From field hockey, Jennifer Depka. Field hockey, Kaylee Hartong. And from field hockey, Zoe Lucibello. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to our 4-year varsity letterers. All right, thank you. Many of our student athletes would like to achieve an athletic scholarship, but this is a difficult achievement to acquire. This May and June, across the United States, over 3 million students will graduate high school. Of the 3 million, less than 3% will receive some type of athletic scholarship, but hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars of academic scholarships are given out each year. It makes it a more realistic goal to achieve. We will now honor our scholar athletes from each team. From boys cross country, Derek Wiley. Girls cross country, Trinity Iovi. Just move up a little bit there. Yeah, in front of the podium. Field hockey, Piper Salmon. Boys soccer, Mason Shute. Not here yet. Girls soccer, Amanda Moore. Girls tennis, Olivia Newman. And from girls volleyball, Sophia Andre Asseron. All right, guys, same thing right in front here. Let's have a round of applause for our scholar athletes. Thank you. Before I start calling down our teams, I'd like to say that our staff of coaches are also honored guests and will be introduced individually as the program proceeds. I would be remiss if I did not publicly state that I am proud of the coaches that represent GCIT and carry out the charge of leaders and make the athletic fields of play classrooms that educate. Just how this works. The teams will introduce each team. Everyone from the team will come down. There'll be awards given out. Coaches will speak on behalf of their players and teams. After the ceremony is done, we will go back to the 400 cafeteria where certificates and things will be given out. Also, at the end of this portion, I'll move the podium out of the way, and we can take as many pictures in front of the backdrop as you would like. All right, as we do every year, we just go by alphabetical order. So we will start off with the boys and girls cross country team. Come down with coaches Kievsky and Bryant.
You want me to stand in front of us? Like go kind of
front, behind, I guess back here.
like right here. Chop them back here. All these shows random.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. They usually are used to running in circles or on a course.
For coming out tonight. The field hockey team ended the 2021 season.
Welcome to the parents. Thank you, Mr. McAleer, for this opportunity to work with Coach Jean Noor and freshman coach George Butt. This is an incredible program that Coach Noor has built over a long period of time. And these guys here, these players here, Very proud of them. This is my 4th year. I've seen these kids grow. I've seen Connor grow 2 feet. And actually, I thought Sal was a senior when I was the first year, Sal and Ryan, because they were on the varsity. But so Sal's been a senior for 4 years. So these guys have grown kind of with them a little bit, and very, very proud of them. They're hard work and very talented. The number of kids that come out for the program, we're close to almost 100 kids for trying out, and these are the top players in the area, and we're very thankful to have them. The one thing that I see is missing here, and I see it coming possibly next year, because we have a very strong defense. We've had defense, or actually the varsity's defense was made up of mostly sophomores, very young players. And the defenders that have been coming through on the JV and on the freshman team are strong, tough kids. And they say defense wins championships. So next year we're going to see ourselves up on, get one of these banners up here. All right, we here? What do you think? Yeah, can we do it, huh? All right. So it's time. It's time. So I've been a JV coach. You get the opportunity to see some of the freshmen move up and play for the JV, and you get some of the talented varsity players to swing and help you out too. So I've seen a lot of these guys, and we had an incredible season. I think they were 8-2-1, and the only loss we had against, the only team we lost to, I believe, was Kingsway. And it was the first game of the season. We weren't sure, and they beat us 6-0. But the last game of the season, we had them 0-0 with like a minute left, something like that. Was it? Oh, and they gave them a penalty shot. Yeah, so we end up losing 1-0. But it shows the growth, how the team matures over the season. And I think that level of competition and playing will be able to take the varsity next year to the championship all the way. So thank you again, parents. Thank you, Mr. McAleer, for letting me be a part of this great program. Thank you, players. Do we get 1, 2, 3 cheers? Ryan? No. Come now. All right, here you go, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. All right, this season started out in June with about 45 players playing Summer League, which contributes to our getting better every year. We've gotten a lot of help during the season from coaches during the summertime, from parents, people like Mrs. Phillips and her crew that helped us out, do some special things during the season for the boys. It was really, it was a nice season because of that. We have a manager, Harris David, that helped us out and kept me organized during the season. We started out with a very unique group of individuals. A lot of fun, like to play around quite a bit, but when they got together, they really played well. And that's what counted. We did have some success this year. We ended up 13-7-1, which is the best we've ever done here. We never had that many wins before. And we play in a very tough division with Kingsway and Clearview and Williamstown. So out of our division, we only had 2 losses. So it shows you that these guys can really play. We had 4 of our guys earn special all-conference honors. Ryan Lawler and Sal Donian both had first team. And Connor Mullen and Noah Hines all had second team all-conference. We graduate 6 seniors this year. Been with us for all 4 years. It's going to be hard to let them go. All right. Brian Campese, Sal Donian, Ryan Lawler, Connor Mullen, Jake Michaels, and Dave Sableski. Thank you very much for all your time and effort you've put in. I do have a couple awards this year to give out. Unsung Heroes not here tonight. Quite a few of our boys are not here. They're out there playing, and some of them in a tournament down in Maryland. Our unsung hero is Mason Shute. He played on the midfield with probably, I think, two of the best midfielders in our conference. Our most improved player, nonstop hustle, had, I believe, 10 goals at JV and 3 at varsity. Pat Arazi. And our MVP, who seemed to always come through for us when we needed it. He had 2 hat tricks, one against Williamstown, one's against Delsey, Sal Donian. Thank you very much.
Division winners. We Group 4. It's our first year in Group 4. All right. Well, hi everybody. I am Coach Retzbach. I'm the varsity coach. This year was a unique year for us, especially for myself. I'd first like to thank my assistant coaches, Coach Rice and Coach Lippincott. I missed the end of the preseason and the first 2 weeks of the season, and they stepped in. And when I came back, we were 4-1. We made the semifinals of a tournament, clicking on all cylinders and kept moving from there. So I really appreciate everything they did to get us through the end of the preseason and the first 2 weeks of the year. I could not thank them enough for what they did for this program, especially coaching 2 teams each, or 1.5 teams each, I guess, part freshman, part JV, part varsity, through some very tough games. So I'd like to thank them for that. As far as our season goes, it was incredibly successful. We don't get the result that we want, unfortunately, in our division and in our group. The #1 team in the state is, unfortunately, very, very, very talented. They're actually still playing this weekend. So we didn't, unfortunately, win the division or our Group 4, but we made it to the semifinals in Group 4. It's our first year in Group 4, which was awesome for us. Southern is an excellent volleyball team and program, and they have been for a long time, and we just pushed them 3 sets. We just couldn't get over the edge. Tech tournament also made it to the finals. Gave Bergen Tech 2 great sets, but just couldn't finish out there. But as far as talent goes, we have a lot in the works. A lot of girls here that are very talented, the freshman and JV levels and our underclassmen. However, the senior class for this year has been probably the strongest senior class I've ever had. We had 5 girls who contributed on the court for 2, 3, 4 years each, and they've been instrumental in how successful we are, and I will be very sad to see them graduate. Just how successful they are, how good they are, how nice of people they are. I couldn't ask for a better group of girls, which is, the nature of seniors. They always have to leave at some point. But our awards. Our first award for most improved player. You look at a lot of people on the court. You get 6, 7 girls out there at a time, maybe a sub here and there. But we have a really tight group, tight varsity team. Not too many extra girls get in. And since our season ended in the spring, we haven't really had too much time to play. So we had the spring season, a little bit of summer, and then we're back on the court. So it was a lot to ask these girls to fill in for the spots that are missed and what we needed. So this girl stepped in. She played JV her junior year, but when she stepped in on varsity, played a completely new position. She actually set for us for 2 games because our setter knocked herself out. And I couldn't be more thankful for Leah stepping out and helping us. Our unsung hero, again, a girl who stepped up that the coaches agreed upon that, we saw this girl coming, but the way she stepped up and played for us on varsity this year was just absolutely made our team better. Couldn't ask for a better player to step in and, I wouldn't say take over a spot, but just sort of asserted herself on the varsity team and never really looked back. Unfortunately, she's not here tonight, but Sophia Hatton stepped in. And did very special things for us. And then our team MVP, which, as far as we're concerned, it's not really, who it is. Everybody kind of knows on the volleyball team who it is. She's been our setter for 3 years. She has over 1,400 assists. She broke the school record by 300 assists. She, on the score sheet, you can see how many points, assists, aces, kills, digs. Pretty much, as a volleyball player, you couldn't coach a better player, and was all over the court for us. So thank you, Kyla. And then not listed on there for county honors, Kyla and Lex made first team all-county, first team division, and first team in the tech tournament. Sophia and Jill made second team all-county, second team all division. So it's a very successful senior group, and they might not get the awards, but they will be missed, and they were absolutely fabulous volleyball players for me for the last 4 years. So thank you, girls.
Each year, I say it, but it is true that the improvement and our success, we break ground in a lot of our sports each year. Just this past season, some of our big accomplishments. Once again, the cross-country team, once again, dominated both, for the South Jersey VOTech Championship, 2 second-place finishes at the Tech tournament, which was against some very good competition and good teams, and how many medalists that we had throughout the year in the big races. Field hockey goes on, breaks the school record for wins in a season, in a division that was as deep in the Tri-County Conference that I can imagine. One of the things also is that we are Group 4 across the board. We're, the big division. And there was a little bit of apprehension. We had a lot of success in Group 3, but, all our teams, just go straight ahead. And, again, the field hockey team had a good showing. Boys soccer team, first time they have ever made it to the championship game of the VOTech tournament. And some of the wins that they had, being a man down and winning against Williamstown in overtime was a highlight of the season. Girls soccer to once again win the Tech tournament. A lot of, big games this year. Again, back-to-back sectional championships, last year in Group 3 and this year in Group 4. That is not easy to do in any sport. Girls tennis making it to the semifinals of Group 4. Again, another first in our in school history. And again, another Gloucester County champion, and the doubles team takes third place. And again, our best showing. Girls volleyball, again, making it to the semifinals of Group 4. The Washington Township game that was here, that was a big game. And again, just a great run that they've had. So a lot of great success. We're Group 4. We're not saying that we just want to compete. We want to win, and we want to win some championships. And I think that's the attitude that we're all taking. Once again, as I do every year, I'm going to ask all the seniors to please rise. Seniors, athletics has been a huge part of your life here at GCIT. You will remember the wins and losses, but it's the relationships that you have formed with your teammates, your coaches, fellow opponents that will have the most lasting effect upon you. Always respect those that have gone before you and respect those that follow you. Seniors, as this chapter in your life comes to an end, I ask you to look back at your athletic career here at GCIT and look back with pride that you wore the navy blue and silver, and carry with you that cheetah pride wherever you go. Seniors, I wish you nothing but success in your future. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for the class of 2022. Thank you. You sit down. Once again, I'm going to move the podium out of the way. If people would like to stay and take pictures in front of the banner, that's right. We'll go to the 400 area, get your certificates. Once again, Ms. Clark, Chef Clark has done a great job with the cupcake cakes. Decorated very well. Make sure you get a couple of pictures before you devour. Thank you. Everyone have a great Thanksgiving. Good night, and God bless.